Milt Macklin's determined search did not end on Canapu Island. For 2 more months, he traveled throughout New Guinea looking for evidence that might prove conclusively what happened to Michael Rockefeller. Macklin traced down endless leads, but his final personal conclusion was based on information from a Dutch missionary, Father Cornelis van Kessel. Van Kessel had heard rumors from natives that Rockefeller was captured and killed near the Osmot village of Oats-Janep. A war chief named Ajam was mentioned in the rumors as the man who might be responsible. Recently, the chief of Oats-Janep was interviewed. He recalled the search for Michael Rockefeller. There were many airplanes and boats. We were afraid and blocked our river with trees. Our enemies in the other villages all say that we killed him. They want us to get into trouble. I am the chief. If we killed him, I would know. The full and true story of Michael Rockefeller's disappearance may never be known. If the answer lies among the Osmot, a nearly impenetrable cultural curtain prevents a final solution. Yet, in the life of the Osmot, the age-old rites that once preceded tribal violence can still be witnessed. After the mangrove ancestor poles are carved, an elaborate ceremony begins in honor of the dead. In the minds of the Osmot, life, art, magic, and death are inseparably interwoven, each continually affecting the other. Members of neighboring villages are ritually adopted by the celebrating tribe. Traditionally, however, they are the first to be killed when an intertribal feud arises. It is an accepted part in an ancient cycle of warfare and revenge. The ancestor ceremony climaxes when the poles are returned outside. In mock battle, the entire village dances around the symbolic poles. Only a generation ago, the ceremony would have led to a revenge attack on a rival tribe. But headhunting has been outlawed. An age-old way of Osmot life has been brought to an end. In his journal, Michael Rockefeller wrote, "The Osmot is filled with a kind of tragedy. They were a ferocious headhunting people, but now many villages are beginning to doubt the worth of their own culture. They crave things Western, even though these doubtful symbols of another world hide a proud form and replace a far finer, if less concealing, form of dress." Perhaps Michael Rockefeller's dedication to the Osmot was part of a larger personal quest for self-understanding and universal values which could guide him through life.
I'd like to just say a word about Michael himself. Ever since he was little, he's been very aware of people, their feelings, their thoughts. He's a person who has always loved people and been loved by people. He had a tremendous enthusiasm and drive, loved life, has always loved beauty in people, beauty in nature and beauty in art, whether it's painting or sculpture, and has been quite an artist himself. I think it's fair to say that he was never happier than he has been out there Michael had one of the most exciting experiences of his life.
The mystery of Michael Rockefeller's disappearance may never be solved, but his passion and spirit will live on in his pictorial record of the Ozmont. Before Michael Rockefeller traveled to New Guinea, he spoke of doing something romantic and adventurous at a time when frontiers, in the real sense of the word, were disappearing. Today, his tragic loss is underscored by the accelerating demise of the Ozmont people and their culture. While in New Guinea, Michael Rockefeller wrote, "The West thinks in terms of bringing advance and opportunity to such a place. In actuality, we bring a cultural bankruptcy which will last for many years." Tenuously, the Ozmont still hold on, among the last representatives of the beginning of humanity.